afternoon, everyone. Beth here from CornerPiece Studio. Glad that you're here this afternoon, this hot, humid afternoon. We are waiting on some good storms here in the Northeast for this afternoon. So I'm just trying to stay cool and have some fun and be productive. Welcome. If this is your first time here, I'm thrilled that you're here. If you like what you see, please like, and then also subscribe so you can see future content that I have that I'm going to be putting up. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching. I really appreciate it. I'm working on getting to 500 subscribers, and once I get there, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. So please keep watching. Today, I am working with Jim Holt's Idea-ology cardstock paper. I love his stuff. I love the old look of it with the tape pieces and just the old vintage style themes in his stuff. But I get to parts in here where they have these 4 squares, and I would love to be able to create something with them. Look at this paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I love what's done here. Look at all that nice writing spot. I have to use that on what I'm doing. I was watching Melina from Me Crafty Scrapper this morning, Melina Pliant, and she's my inspiration today. And she was inspired by Camellia Craft Designs and Seven Plaza Creative. I will link all their videos below when I'm done. What they created was an accordion folio, and it's nothing new. It's been out there. People have been doing it. Meg Journals, she likes to use accordion folded journal when she does things. So it's been out there. It's just each of us puts a little different twist on it. And my twist today is going to be using these pieces which measure 6 by 6. So I'm using a 12 by 12 paper pad, and I'm going to be cutting these in half so I end up with a booklet style piece. And I'm going to get 3 of them. So let me pull a couple different papers out. One, not that one too much. Oh, this one. I like this one too. And this one. So I'm going to use these 2. And I'm also going to pull these cards out because I'm going to be using them to fill the pockets. And where was that other piece that I really liked? Not that. This. I really like this. I'm going to use this also in it. So, and I might pull out other stuff that I like too. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to be using these. Let me get this out of the way and this out of the way. Because I want to cut these in half because I need 3 pieces. You can make as many, you can make your accordion folio as long as you would like. This one, maybe I will use all 4 parts. I was going to use just 3, but maybe I will use all 4. Let's see how it goes. So right now I'm going to, my fan wants to blow my papers around. I'm going to cut this on my cutter here. So I hope everybody's doing well today. We're doing pretty well here. Things with the shingles seem to be, knock on wood, held at bay. Doing okay. Nothing too bad. Just little pop-up spots here and there. Okay. Now what I want to do, I definitely want this one. I love that. And I love the calendar. So I'm going to score it to make the folding easier, because it is cardstock, and sometimes cardstock will split when you fold it. All right, I'm going to score all of these and then figure out which ones I want. So when I'm using cardstock, I will use my scoring device on here or my scoreboard to score it to make the fold nicer and easier. Okay, let's see. Oops. All right, so those are done. Okay, let's fold them now. And you want to make a crisp fold. And of course, I can't find my bone folder when I want it. It's not where it should be. Now, who really gets all their stuff put back where it should be when you're done? Not many of us. It should be right there, but it's not. Okay, I'm going to use this. This is a cheap spatula thing from the dollar store for when you sheetrock, and you're putting the mud on the wall to cover your lines. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna do fold 4. See, I've made little journals with these in the past, but I wanted to do something different. And then I saw Melina's video this morning, and it sparked an interest. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of the different sizes like she showed. I'm going to do one with a 6x8 paper and then a 4x6 paper. But right now I wanted to do something a little different. All right, which one would I like for my cover, my front cover? I like this. And I like the fact that it's double-sided paper, because then if you have just a design on one side and a white on the other, the way to take care of that is to get your stencils out and your makeup brushes and stencil the inside to break up the white. That's a thought. Okay, so I want to use, oops. All right, I'll put the writing on the inside, because that'll make a nice writing space on the inside. Okay, what do I want next? That. So what I'm doing is I'm putting them into making an accordion style fold. So what's going to happen is once I glue this, I will pull it out, and it all just pops out like so. And oops, it's hard when it's not stuck together. So that's how I'm going to have mine work. It's going to go like that. So then you have these sides, these faces, and then you have flip it over, and you have those sides and those faces on the back. So, okay, so what I want to do is, one thing I really liked was top pockets, top loading pockets here. I'm going to do that right there. Let me see. Let me take that off. I'm going to just do the 3 for now. You can always elaborate on it when you do your own and change it out. For now, I'm going to just do the 3. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe I'll do the 4. Who knows? Okay, let's see. All right, what we're going to do now is... Sorry, folks, I paused you for a moment. I had to go get my little glue bottle. I need to fill it with some more tacky glue. There we go. I fill it with tacky glue. I got these little bottles at... You can get them at the dollar store, at Dollar Tree. I also had gotten some, this one's not coming out too well at the moment, maybe my other one will. I got a couple at Hobby Lobby also. They work great for making thin beads of glue on your paper edges. So that's what I want to do. Oh, that one's coming out better. Okay, there we go. All right, I got some extra glue in there. That works. I'm using tacky glue. I had gotten a bunch of bottles of these at Zelene's tacky glue. I got a bunch of bottles of those from Dollar Tree, actually. So now the first thing I want to do, because these are going to be, here is going to be a pocket going down from the top. I want to put a little thumb hole here, so it makes it, excuse me, so you know where to get your hand to pull out your piece. There we go. I'm going to do that. That works. That works. That works. If you want, you can ink around your edges. I'm not doing that right now. I'm choosing to not do that. But see, now there's my little thumb holes, you can see. I'm choosing to not do that at the moment. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bead of glue around, because see, these things are already, seem like they're already inked already. I don't need to do it with this paper. So I'm going to just put some glue around that edge to glue it on to here. Let me get my glue book underneath so I don't get glue on my mat here. Yeah, I use magazines and leftover magazines, and these are catalogs that I'm using that we get every so often here. So, all right, let me do a thin bead of glue all the way around. Yeah, I use the catalogs because then you can tear out the pages, and my line's not very straight, but that's all right. Yeah, it's all right. You know what I might do? I might just use 3 of these right now to make my folio, and I will, well, maybe use those other cards to make the tucks. Okay, there we go. Just make sure it's off the fold and press it down. Let me turn it over to the other side and be sure I have it right there. That's good. Okay, that's that one. Now this one is going to go here. Okay, let me press that down. Let me get the glue on this one. There we go. Just not making a very straight line today. Don't know what's up, but that's all right. That's all right, as long as it does its job, does what I want it to do. So a lot of most pads of paper come with this 6x6 piece in it, and let's get that to there. Get it situated. Make sure it can fold. Okay, good. That comes with that couple pieces with the 6x6 squares in them. So if that's what you want to use to create yours, that would make an awesome. Okay, make an awesome book. See, there we go. Nice 6x6. So you pull it out like this, and it opens out. There you go. And then the other side is the back. So, what do I want to do with this? Let's see. Okay, I'm going to check and see if I have any spots hanging out. And I do. It's a little long here, so I'm just going to get my scissors and trim that little bit off, because I don't like that hanging out. There's one there, and there's another one right here. So when you put your cards down, you got to be very careful. I tried to move it, but the glue had already set, so I couldn't move it. Okay, I have my cardstock box of paper here, trying to figure out what I want to do for the cards. That would be make a nice one in there. There's that color, and maybe that, or I'm trying to find something with that blue in it. See if that blue might look good. Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember where I got this cardstock. I think that'll work. A pink one and a blue one in there. That'll be nice. And it's kind of a mix too, because I have white in here. I've got brown. I've mixed. I got these packets that had multiple colors in it. So you can get them at Walmart. You can get them at like Staples, or there we go. I think I like that. At Staples or Office Depot, someplace like that. Okay, let's measure this. I want to see what size card I want, because that is a 6x6. I want my card to fit in there, so I'm going to go to 5.5. 5.5 by 5.5 of these, and we'll see how that works. All right, there's 6, there's 5.5. Go by 5.5. There, I'll do that. Let's see. Let's see the pocket. Where's the pocket? There's one. All right, it's still tight, so I'm going to take off a little bit, going down to 5 3/8 and see what happens there. Just take off a smidge at a time and see what happens. See if it fits. Oops, where is it? All these different sides, you lose track of where it is. Still a little tight. I'm going to go down to 5 1/4. Just, I want it to be easy to go in and out. I don't want to have to fight with it to go in and out. That's what I'm thinking. There we go. That's much better. There we go. That fits better. There's that one. And here's this one. So I'm actually going to put the pale pink on this side. And then I'll put the blue on this side. Go around. I'll go around my camera so I can get my hand in there. See if I might need to. There we go. Just had to open it up a little bit. Just open it up a little bit. There we go. That works. Oops. That works. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to make tabs to go on the top of these so they work better. I've got some paper strips that go with this, paper. Okay, here we are. Right, these don't. I have some that do and some that don't. Because I have other stuff cut out in the other room. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm going to use some of these little ones here. Let's see what one I want. Let's see. That'll make a nice one. And I don't want bugs on it. Don't want bugs on it. Maybe that one. I'll use these, or you know what, I really like that. I'm going to use this one for each of these. Now I have a tab punch. It says tab on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold up. I'm going to fold it this way because I need to be able to get it into it and hold it to punch it, because you want you can do it one of two ways. You can cut it and have two separate pieces and glue them together, or you can put it in, put the folded edge, all right, come on, put the folded edge at the top. See, it's too long, so I have to cut off a little bit. Cut it off just a wee bit. Because what I'm trying to do is get it to just be a folded tab. Finding those whale tail ones are so difficult. I want one, but you can't find them. See, I have my edge, my folded edge up at the top, and now I can punch out, up, and it cut it off. So I'm going to have to glue it on, glue it together. That's all right. So that one's done. Let me get the other one. I'm going to do the same with this one. Going to fold it down a little bit, cut a little off the bottom. See if I can get it in here right this time. I had it there, but I just didn't do it. I moved it. So I had moved it. There we go. And there. See, got a little bit at the top. Now punch. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. See? It worked. It worked. Cut that off. And scrap that. Okay, so I have my two. Where is it? There it is. I have my two tabs for this. And one thing I might do, because I keep pulling it and it's just a little frustrating, is I'm going to cut out that also. I don't want that there. I'm going to line it up. There we go. Makes it a lot easier. Going to line that up, because I don't like to struggle with it when I'm putting it in and out. There. So that's going to work better. That works better. I'm actually also going to skim off another wee bit on it because it's frustrating me. I'm going to go down to 5 1/8. There we go, because it's frustrating me. I like it to go in and out nicely. There we go. There we go. In and out nicely. Good. Okay, which one do I want on here? That can go there, and that can go there. So let me put, I'm going to use this. There's my blue book. Yeah, you end up with all kinds of stuff on your desk when you're working. So there's that lined up there. That's the middle. And I have a tendency to stop talking when I'm trying to figure it out. There we go. There's a nice tab on that. And where's the other two pieces? Here they are. They are going to get glue on them, and then I will stick them onto the paper. So if it ends up being cut apart like that, no big deal. No big deal. I'm going to sorry, I had to step aside for a second. My phone was ringing. The groomer for my doggy tomorrow, he needs a haircut and a bath and his nails done and every other unmentionables that they do, he's going to have done. So let's pull that up just a little bit. There. So there's the tabs on those. They are ready to go in. That's good. I'm going to close that up. So that's that. That goes there and that goes in there. Wonderful. I'm going to just set those up here and let them dry. Okay. My next thought is I've been noticing people are putting writing space in and whatnot in theirs. I'm going to put in a couple pieces of paper. I have, no, I can't find it. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, I found it. I have this neat little book. It's called Diary, and it has these nice little pages in it. I am going to pop out a few to put in the book. Now what you do is you look, what I did is I'm looking for, so you can see all the signatures in here. You can see all the signatures in there. I'm going to try and find the middle, and here's the middle of one. And I'm going to open it, and I'm going to cut the thread that's holding these signatures in, because then I can just pull the papers out and sew them into my book. Okay, so how many can I get with this? Sometimes you get 2, sometimes you get 3, sometimes you get 4. We'll see. Let's see what I get. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Because what's going to happen is, put these back together. And see what size they are compared to this. They're a little bit bigger. So I'm going to have to cut it down, because these are 6.5 by 6. So I want it to be in here. So I'm going to bring it down. There's that. It fits nicely. I'm going to bring it down about 1/4 inch. So it tucks in a little better. And I need to take off about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to remove 1/4 inch from the top and the bottom. So we are at what? 6.5. So go to 6 1/8. 6 1/8. Okay, I'll take 1/8 of an inch off here, and that should, and I'll take 1/8 of an inch off up here, and let's see what happens. See if that works. Nope, not quite. Let me take off another 1/4 inch from the top. There we go. I just take it right off the top. And then I'm going to take it off my edge. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Does that fit now? That fits nicely. I'm going to take a little bit more off the bottom. Still not happy. Just a trial and error. You just keep shaving a little here and there till you get what you want. That's better. That's better. So that's better. Here's the cover. Here's the inside with the 2 pockets. There's the back. Then you flip it over, open it up, and you got some journaling space in there. Okay, so I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use my stapler to put these in for now. Okay, I think I changed my mind. I am going to sew them in. Oh, not that way. Do I want it? I want it here. I'm going to sew them in because I like the look. So I'm going to fix this. Let the back go. Where's the fold? There's the fold. Just have to find my fold. Get it all in there. Here's my little bookbinding kit. I'm going to put one clip, ouch. One clip down here. One clip, not that one. Okay, this one. One clip up at the top. One clip up at the top. Gotta hold my papers in place. I'm going to use a very large-eyed needle to hold this. This is a sort of a crochet cotton of sorts. I'm going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I'm not even going to punch my holes. I'm just going to push them through right with this needle because this is a sharp needle and it's only going through a little bit here. So I'm going to go through the middle. See, it just went right through, just like that. Now I find my top. I actually am going to change my mind. I am going to punch holes. I'm going to use my needle to punch the holes so I can see where, ouch, got myself, that's all right, where I'm coming through, coming from the outside, where I'm coming through. There we go. I was going to get my awl, but I don't need it. Come on, where are we? A little tangled up here. That's all right. Okay, so I'm going to go back in through the top hole. Here is my awl. It's a pokey tool for punching holes in things. There's various different little pokey tools and things on the market that you can use. I have a sewing awl, so I might as well use that because I do sew. I am a seamstress. So figure I use that. I use it more for this than I use it on my sewing, so it works. It all works. Now when you come back through, you need to try and not get through your other thread because you don't want to split the thread. And if it does split, if it's split, I'll show you what to do. That's if it splits. So right now I'm going to pull this piece shorter because it was a little long. And I always see I did go through. See how it's caught up the whoops. Come on, up off of there. See how it's caught through the other one? So you just pull the loose one out and separate it, and it's good now. And then you make sure that there's one piece on each side of this long one because you're going to tie over it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my ends because I don't want to have to fuss around with this whole spool of thread. And then you pull it tightly. Not to the point where it's making the pages buckle, but I like, hear that? I like to get a nice little snap on the other side. And then you do a square knot, left over right, and then right over left. And for now I'm going to tie a bow. Maybe later I might punch a couple little, in fact that's still a little long. Let's see, it's a little bit long. I cut it a little shorter. I will come back and add little paper charms to the end of it. There, that works. So we got our little journal spot in. Let's go back to the other side. Just press that down. I'm going to add, I'm going to do my corners first. I like to curve my corners, round my corners, because they get, oh, I can't do that because I already put the tag thing on the top, but I can use my corner chopper to make some angled corners on them, make them look like tags. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Thank you for hanging around and being patient. It does take a little bit to do these things. We are at 30 minutes. 36 actually. Here's this. And that's in. So what I'm going to do is I am going to step aside for now and let everything settle and dry, let the glue dry. And then I'm going to come back and create pockets and things to go on here. Here's my front, so I can decorate the front, decorate some of the inside. See, I like that paper in there. That's nice, that works. And see, it just makes nice on the outside. You just have a little bit of pink thread on the outside, and this is the beginnings of my accordion folio. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Or it can be called an accordion journal, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to show you for now. Here we are. We took 12 by 12 piece of paper that had 4 squares on it, cut it down to, I don't know where the other one is, cut it down, and glued 3 of them together. Oops, this is the front. Glued 3 of them together, made pockets, 2 pockets with tag inside. And like I said earlier, this is inspired by Melina Pliant from me. Excuse me, sorry. Got a little tickle here. From Me Crafty Scrapper. And I will link her video below. And if you like what you saw here, please press like. And also subscribe so you could see the rest when I come back to do, I'm going to do pockets and tags and things to go in them. So, there's the back. Pretty cute. I like it. Like it a lot. All right, folks, thank you. You all have a safe afternoon and stay cool, stay hydrated because the temperatures are going crazy. So, until the next time, bye for now.